right, BoxingVoice.com live here in association with FightHype.com. I'm here with Ricardo, last name? Graham, and obviously Keith one-time Thurman. I'd like both your thoughts on your reactions, better said, to Mayweather Logan Paul, and the fact Logan lasted 8 rounds with TBE, man.
I mean, I stopped betting on Floyd knockouts ever since Robert Guerrero, boy. I put money down, 7th, 8th round, I was in there. Floyd, come on, Floyd! Do it, man! Come on, boy! I almost lost my voice trying to get a knockout out of Floyd, man. You can't bet on no knockouts with Floyd, you know. And Logan's a big dude, you know. Like we know, like me, I can handle myself with a big dude. Floyd can handle himself with a big dude. But there's still like, there's problems in messing with the bigger man, you know. So, you know, Floyd won a decision. That's what he's done his whole career. He had fun. He's 44 years old. Salute to you. You know, he said he felt 44. I saw a little bit of it at my boy's house. He looked 44, but he still looked like a wise man. You know what I mean? Still looked like a wise man. Somebody who really still knows what he's doing in there. And then what I was impressed with, because I already know, is we know Floyd got that whole game on the inside. You know Floyd's come from the doghouse, and he like to push back a lot. So a little bit of that grappling and holding, and I forget, before I had to leave my boy's crib because he watched it on a laptop. You know, he ain't paid for that, but you know, he watched it on a laptop. Sorry, you know, but you know, you get them glitches in the laptop, so you get what you get when you try to get them bootlegs, you know what I mean? But Floyd did that one, I forget what he did. He had Logan, he had him tied up, and then when he had him tied up, the ref was like over there, Floyd gave him a little, and I was like, Floyd ain't boxing no more. This is a street fight for Floyd. He don't even care about the rules no more. He in here having fun, showing this boy like, yeah, you talk all that. I'm gonna hit you with all the veteran stuff, you know. Floyd's having fun, man. He called it legalized bank robbery, whatever you want to call it, man. Getting the money, keeping his legacy alive. One of the best to ever do it, if not the real TBE, you know. So it's debatable, man. You know, love him, hate him, watch him, read the articles afterwards, whatever, man. You know, he's doing things, man. And it's interesting. Showtime picked it up. You know, I knew it wasn't gonna be a real fight. People shouldn't be watching for a real fight. But you know, they tried to put some boxing on the card. It fell out. That shows you how complex boxing can be. You know, somebody got popped. We've seen that in the past. It messed up the card a little bit, but you know, he tried to make his money and bring in some underlings and put on a little bit of a show. So, you know, I give him a 9 for credit, man. I really do. I give him a big 9 for credit. And overall show, I won't even grade it. Everybody has their own opinion. I ain't even grade it. But, you know, effort, I give him a 9.
It's funny that when you were mimicking the part of the fight that you saw, you were pawing with the jab. Was that because you felt like the taller man, it would be harder for Floyd to find range?
Definitely, man. The one thing I like, because, you know, I got this young man under my wing, you know, I'm trying to let him know that how you train is how you're gonna fight. You know, shadow boxing, like I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of moving my hands. I'm warming up still. I got my first little drips coming. I'm still just in my warm up, you know. But how you move, see, Thurman likes to roll. I like to roll. I always had rolling technique. Floyd don't roll, okay? Floyd's not a roller. Floyd is a bobber. He like either like a fishing bob, right? Like a fishing bob, or like you're bobbing for apples, right? And we saw that against Logan Paul. He was on the outside, and then he did the whoop, right? And the funny thing is, we normally duck to avoid hooks, right? We normally duck to avoid hooks, wide overhand rights, things like that. Floyd ducks your straight punches. He ducks your jabs. He ducks those right hands. You know, so he was out here real long, bobbing, make him miss, cut him up. What's a whack-a-mole, right? Bop, bop. When it pop up and you want to hit it, and the moment you go to hit it, it pops back down, that's Floyd. Whenever you're messing with Floyd, you're playing whack-a-mole, and you're most likely not going to get a high score, okay? You know, it's not Chuck E. Cheese. You know, you still got 2 hammers. You still get 2 hammers to try to whack the mole. You know what I'm saying? But wherever he go, he's just gonna pop up, pop down, pop up. You know what I mean? You playing whack-a-mole with Floyd, man. You know, shout out to Logan. You know, his strength and conditioning did a good job, a decent. You know, I give it a 7. You know,
he looked massive.
You know, he was looking faded, but he made it those 8 rounds, man. Was his second, third performance ever in the ring? Second. You know, to third technically. He had a rematch, I think. You know, I read a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Thurman reads a little bit, so he had a double up. He had a double up, and then the Floyd fight, and you know, to just jump into an 8-rounder that early on into this sport, you know, you run into that. It's gonna be challenging, and I think it was challenging for him, but he dogged it out. I was a little interested in a few post-fight words, and Logan said he was never hurt, and I can believe that. He was.
Wait, didn't you see the internet saying that there was a point where Floyd landed the uppercut and Logan's body went lifeless? They're saying Floyd held them up to carry the show.
I didn't see the whole thing, right? I told you I didn't see the whole thing. Had to leave my boy. You know, I got that baby girl.
Even Logan responded today on social media saying that, you know, people are crazy, that he never once was hurt or blacked out. But if you look at it, obviously the internet clips things at a certain point where it's like, it can look the way the narrative is, you know, being painted.
He got caught one good time in 8 rounds. So be it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it did make it to the final bell. Floyd held him up or whatever. You know, I just don't feel like Floyd would hold him up because I don't think Floyd's got that big of a heart. You know what I mean? I think with all the trauma leading up to the fight and just, you know, showing him what it really is, you know, that doghouse mentality, I don't think he would really just carry somebody. You know, if he's gonna fall, let him fall. Let him fall. Let him fall down. Let him embarrass himself. You know, I don't really see Floyd holding big man up. So I ain't see it. I ain't watched that clip you're talking about. So I don't really got much to say about it. But you know, I think from what I saw, I never saw Logan get really hurt. He did mention extra body shots being thrown. So I think he was a little touched. You know, I think he felt a little grunting, you know, like oh dang, I wasn't expecting all that downstairs work, you know. But yeah, you know, it was the kind of show that it was supposed to be. Young, internet star, calling out one of the best fighters in the world ever, got the size, you know. He should have just been flipping tires all camp. He should have been flipping tires and down here in Florida wrestling alligators or something. You know what I mean? Because the only thing he had on Floyd is that size. He should have been bear hugging him. He should have been bear hugging him. You know, but you know, it is what it is, man. These people, they're just in the entertainment industry, and that's what you gotta acknowledge it as. Just a form of entertainment. It happened on a Sunday night. Just something for you to do, man. Just grab some chips, grab your dip, or some celery sticks if you want to diet like me, you know what I'm saying? And grab your little something, and sit down and enjoy the show, man. I mean, what else you gonna do on a Sunday night? So, you know, Florida, we out here, we mask off, you know. So a lot of fights, we getting a lot of action right now. It's really good for younger people on the come up. I think this year, finally, we're gonna get moving. I'm looking forward to getting back into the ring. And I just think boxing, I think, is actually doing pretty good in this pandemic, this COVID, because at least boxing, we bring the real action. You know, 3 minutes with a 1-minute interval. You know, there's just a lot of action. 2 men going toe to toe. So many people, you know this, big fight fans, all y'all about to be watching this interview, you big fight fans, y'all don't care where a fight is. Y'all don't care if it's outside in the street. You don't care if it's at your boy's house. You don't care if it's on a laptop. You don't care how you tune into a fight, man. People just want to watch a good fight, man. And I think we're starting to just feel that energy, that there's this big demand for just, let us watch fights. Let us get this entertainment in. And here in Florida, they're bringing a lot of shows down here and making it happen.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the Patreon. patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars and title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.